I want to start off, actually, as I was listening to everyone talk, I was thinking about what my father very often tells me. He still calls me his baby, because for him, I still am his baby. And he says, baby, please don't be political. Don't stick your neck out, right? Just do your job. And it's very surprising now to see that the SA Council, at some level, is taking the same stance. And I keep telling my father, actually sticking my neck out and taking a stance is my job. I'm a sociologist. This is why I do this, right? So with that, I have a very short statement I do want to read. I am a sociologist of gender and sexuality, and I am a reproductive justice scholar. And as we've been hearing, Israel's military assault on Gaza now accounts for more than 31,000 deaths. 70% of these are women and children. This is not just collateral damage, but collateral damage is the point of war. In fact, in war, far fewer soldiers die than do people who are not supposed to be targeted by that war. The point of war is collateral damage. Gaza's population of nearly 2.2 million persons, more than 90% of them are internally displaced. 100% of Gaza's population are at the risk of imminent famine, worsening medical needs. But only 12% of Gaza's 36 hospitals are even partially functional because of targeted bombings that Ruha showed of hospitals. And around hospitals, medical personnel and hospital staff have fled, right? There's a severe shortage of medical supplies, not just because of the bombings, but also the blockades on food, water, and medical supplies. Even prior to October 2023, the United Nations Population Fund estimated that 94,000 women and girls already lacked access to sexual and reproductive health services in Gaza. This figure is now reaching nearly 1 million women and girls who do not have access to such health services. The World Health Organization estimates that there were 52,000 pregnant women living in Gaza. Reports from February 2024 note that there is a 300% increase in miscarriage rates. Pregnant Gazan women have struggled to carry pregnancies to term. They face higher risks of pre- and postnatal infections, leading to infant and maternal mortality, unprecedented rates of such mortalities in Gaza. And many cesarean surgeries are being performed in unsterile conditions with no anesthesia, right? And this is what we think of as medical care, no anesthesia. I am a part of a network of reproductive scholars and activists who have put out a statement in December 2023 titled, "Resistance is Fertile, No Reproductive Justice Without Freedom for Palestine." And I quote from the statement that we've co-written, open quotes. "The reproductive justice framework established by Black feminists and women of color in the 1990s advocates for the right to have children, not to have children, and raise children in safe and healthy environments. Genocide and colonial occupation are in direct violation of reproductive justice and are a matter of concern for all advocates for reproductive justice, health, and freedom." Reproductive justice, the statement continues, means allowing Palestinians to build and rebuild the infrastructures of life and social reproduction that they need to live a life worth living, free from bombs and dispossession. There can be no reproductive justice when it does not count everyone, Jewish and Palestinian people alike. We must speak out against all forms of racism, including Islamophobia and anti-Semitism. Considering that many of us work in countries, and this is with a group of European scholars, as well as some people in India, Considering that many of us work in countries whose governments are complicit in the ongoing colonial occupation and genocide of Palestinians, the time to show unwavering solidarity with Palestinians is now. As an American sociologist, I support, well, close quotes. As an American sociologist, I support the resolution for justice in Palestine, which asks the ASA a very simple thing to do, to just respect human life, to issue a call for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. And second, ASA needs to affirm its support for members' academic freedom. We might be, incensed about what is happening, for example, in Florida. But I think we also need to be incensed with the fact that, ASA at some level might not be as active, robust in also supporting our right and academic freedom, but not limited to defending scholars' rights to speak out against occupation. Thank you. That was my very brief statement.